We're in the great state of Michigan again here for the Players Championship. A couple different game plans, throwing urethane outside, throwing urethane, slow hooking it. We'll see what the play is, but 37 feet bowling at Jack 60. Let's get to it.
We've got a field of 172 players competing in 16 qualifying games over 2 days. Then we cut the field in half and bowl another 8 games in the advancers round. The field then gets cut in half again, and players compete in another 8 games in the cashers round. After the cashers round, the field gets cut to 16, and the remaining players will compete in 16 games of round robin match play. Players will be competing on the Don Carter 37-foot oil pattern. This is one of the shorter patterns that players will bowl on all season, and look for urethane and break points close to the gutter. Last year's champion was Bill O'Neill, and he's looking to capture his 3rd Players Championship title. We've only got 2 tournaments left in the PBA's regular season, and both of them are majors. The top 12 players on the PBA points list at the end of the regular season qualify for the 2025 PBA Tour playoffs. Currently, Kris is in 4th, and Prather, Boog, Mitch, and BJ are all in the top 24 trying to crack that top 12. Let's catch up with Packy and the boys in round 1 of the 2025 Players Championship.
We have a ton of brand new t-shirts on the website, and we're giving 10% off using code PBA25 at checkout for the PBA 2025 season, but that code expires at the end of the season in 3 weeks. So make sure you head to thehousebowling.com, use code PBA25 at checkout, grab any one of these brand new shirts or some of your old favorite ones. For me, it was like a tale of 2 separate tournaments where the front half went really well, went really poorly. The back half went pretty well. I'm gonna have some work cut out for me tomorrow for sure. We got 8 more games to make the top half, and I am well into the bottom half. So realistically, I gotta bowl really well tomorrow. What I'm gonna try and focus on to make that happen is I'm gonna try and clear the mind a little bit, focus shot by shot, not focus on the scores, not focus on the overall picture, which I think I was doing a little bit yesterday once it started going very poorly. I think the mind got fast, the brain got fast, the shot making stayed pretty good, but not as good as it could have been. And I think some of the moves that I made were very reactionary instead of some proactive moves, maybe to do a little bit more damage control. So for tomorrow, I definitely got to bowl some really good scores. However, it's going to be a lot more about what's going on up here, trying to slow it down, make some better adjustments and some quicker adjustments, but not so much just a guessing game, make a little more knowledgeable adjustments. I threw a lot of reactive yesterday, not going to do it tomorrow probably. And if I do, I'm going to be in a position where we're going to be experimenting, trying new things, and seeing what we can do to make it work. We got to get some score, but we got to do it up here. We'll slow the brain down, take it easy, don't focus on the external factors, focus on what's going on inside and what we can do to make better shots and make better reads on the lane.
And now.
At the end of day one, Patrick Dombrowski took the lead, averaging 241.13, including games of 279, 290, and 277. Ethan Fiore, who had that very memorable sudden death roll-off on TV against DJ Tackett, sits in second, averaging 238. Arturo Quintero sits in third, averaging 235. Samuel DeWitt III was one of only 2 players to shoot 300 on day one and sits in fourth. Benjamin Martinez rounds out the top 5, averaging 230. Anthony Simonsen had an excellent showing at the USBC Masters, and he's currently in 9th at the Players Championship. Jason Belmonte sits in 23rd. EJ Tackett had a rough start to his block and currently sits in 107th. But we've seen this before from EJ, and you would be a fool to count him out of this tournament. Here's how the house guys sit after day one. Qualifying continues on day 2 at the Players Championship with 8 more games before we cut to the top 86 players. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.